Welcome to Mountain Grove Panther basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99, as we have the band right behind us up on the stage tonight. So making it a little tough there, Moose.
Directly behind us.
Moose didn't know he was going to be part of the horn section tonight. He's sitting right amongst it. But we're getting ready here, an SCA battle between the Mountain Grove Panthers and the Willow Springs Bears. We're at Willow Springs tonight. Panthers coming into this one after a tough loss on Tuesday night to the Kabul Bulldogs in SCA play. As we're getting set up and to go into this one. Moose, you were at that one. I wasn't there for that one. So tell me and kind of recap that game a little bit.
Man, Kabul just started out hot, Rocky. They came out and scored right off the bat and held the Panthers to nothing for the first 3.5 minutes of the game. First time I've seen them held scoreless for that long in a game. And they just continue to put the pressure on. And throughout, we were able to bring it back to within 2 a couple of times in the game. But Kabul pretty much held a 6 to 10 point lead for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Third quarter, we had a whole line change, had a different group come out, and they brought it back to within 2. And then, like I said, we switched them back out. Starters took back over, and they just pulled away after that. Got it as much as an 11-point lead. We just couldn't reel them in. Just couldn't reel them in.
Good Kabul basketball team over there. I think they're going to make some noise in that district. They've got a district set up that I think they've got a real shot to win. So that'll be good for them. And we've got some battles left down the road here. 2 games next week, 2 games the week following. As we'll have some more SCA play for these Mountain Grove Panthers next week. They'll be playing home against Salem on the 13th, Tuesday, and then at Mountain View Liberty on Friday. And that's, we've already seen that matchup once this year in the Family Pharmacy Panther Classic. So now we've got to go to their place next Friday night. We follow that up with a game with Reed Spring and Catholic at Springfield Catholic to finish up the regular season.
Then we get into districts.
Yep, and then into district play. So closing in on the back end of the season here, as just 4 regular season games left after tonight. And like I said, 2 more SCA games next week, and still a lot to have happen here. And of course, you want to finish strong. You want to make sure you get ready and try to get some momentum for districts.
Yeah, you want that momentum going into the district tournament. Nothing like playing, with a couple of wins under your belt right there at the end of the season.
Absolutely. Hey, want to remind you, get on over, see our friends at Mateo's right there on the square. I'm sure Matt's got it up. We're on a stage at the end here, which I know Moose has had a lot of stage time, so it's nothing new to him. But we're at the very end here on the stage, so view's a little different tonight with the goal right in front of us. But they'll have it up for you over at Mateo's right there on the square. Get on over, check it out, get some food, something to drink, and of course our friends at A Squared Brewing Company. Stop in and see them. I'm sure they're getting things ramped up for Super Bowl weekend over there. So get on over, see them, and enjoy some Mountain Grove Panther basketball. We're going to kick it back to the studio, say thank you to some sponsors for making the broadcast possible. You're listening to Mountain Grove Panther basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther basketball in your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Pregame show brought to you by our friends over at McGowan Auto. By the way, stop in and see Jeremy, the team at McGowan Auto. Jeremy is the team at McGowan Auto. Stop in and see him. He is the team. Get on over and see him right there in the middle of Mountain Grove. You cannot miss him. And he's sure to put you a great deal together over there. And a big thank you for his support, bringing you the pregame show here. We're going to go over starting lineups as well, brought to you by our friends at Town & Country Insurance. For your Mountain Grove Panthers, a little shake-up in the lineup here. Brylan Mayberry, Peyton Shannon, Aiden Estep getting the start, Bradley Henry, and Trace DeVries. And I was looking around, and I don't see Gatlin here. So I must have missed something there, but I don't see Gatlin. And Sam is over there in his warm-up gear. So Sam Peterson not able to play in this one, and I've not seen Gatlin here. So a little shake-up in the starting lineup there for the Mountain Grove Panthers into this one, and a couple guys you need. As the starting five for the Bears basketball squad for Willow Springs, Jace Rogers, who had a good game against us last time in that Stratford tournament. Colby James, Brady James getting the start as well, so two James boys, as well as Aiden Stewart, and then Braxton Wilbanks, the 6'4" junior forward, getting the start for the Willow Springs Bears. That's your starting lineups brought to you by Town & Country Insurance. Right there in Mountain Grove. Stop in and see Alonda at Town & Country Insurance. We're going to break away. We have the National Anthem coming up, so as we get ready here for the National Anthem, we'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Mountain Grove Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We're having starting lineups announced here between the Mountain Grove Panthers and the Willow Springs Bears at Willow tonight up on the main stage. Moose.
Right in front of the band.
Right in front of it. What do you think they're having over at Mateo's tonight?
Something
Are
good.
they doing the smash burgers?
I imagine
pizza,
it's something better
the
than we
smash
had.
burgers, all of it. And of course, they're going to have the game up. Yeah, they're going to. That Philly's always good. They're going to have the game up over at Mateo's right there on the square, and then out there at A Squared Brewing Company. You can't miss them up just past J. Loveland Auto Sales. Go out and see them at A Squared Brewing Company and get you something to eat, get some dinner tonight, something to drink. Enjoy the game on the screen. Let's get set here and ready to go. Looks like Wilbanks go to the middle to jump with Bradley Henry on the other side.
Here we go.
Set it up.
Oh,
early jump. He
faked
him out.
Oh, that was funny.
Set up, going for real this time. Tip goes Willow Springs Bears way, and we're underway. Sets it up, goes back to Colby James. James works from midcourt, drives to his right, has a knee step in front of him. Hands it off to Rogers. Rogers works out towards the top of the key. Back to James, cross far side. Pulls the trigger on a three from the corner. Shot up, won't go. Offensive rebound for the Bears. Turnaround jumper up, won't go, but fouled. And that'll be free throws on the way for Colby James.
That was quick.
So since Colby James is the free throw line, he's a sophomore guard. As James sets up. First points of the night right here at the free throw line for the Willow Springs Bears. They go up 1-0. So we've seen him earlier in the season, or really the start of the season, Stratford tournament.
Yeah.
Second free throw's up, no good. Rebound comes away to Peyton Shannon, gets it out to Bradley Henry. Henry brings it up for the Panthers, and they're coming right at the screen for us.
Yeah, you'll have a real good view here for the first half anyway.
Goes over to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry directing traffic. Looks over the other side. Shannon down to the near side corner to Trace DeVries, getting the start in this one. Back over to Mayberry. Underneath, trying to go to Trace, and just off the fingertips as he has Trace cutting along the baseline. Ball goes back to the Bears. They'll bring it up with James. James brings it up, has E-step right in front of him. Works it over to his right. Now dumps it off. Wilbanks drives inside, kicks it out far side corners. Three goes up, won't go. Rebound comes away to the Panthers. Shannon gets another one, gets it back to Henry. Henry brings it up, finds Trace DeVries, sets back and has a three blocked. That's knocked right back from Aiden Stewart. Jace Rogers, by the way, was the one that missed it, the corner three. Rogers had a pretty good game last time we've seen these guys. Looks at a knee step over to Trace. Near side corner finds Bradley Henry. He pulls up on three. Shot up, won't go. Tip is up and in from Brylan Mayberry.
Was it Mayberry or the Willow Springs kid that tipped it in?
Hey,
we'll take it
that
either
was
way,
Brylan.
right?
2-1 goes to score. Panthers with a 1-point lead. Bears bring it back the other way. Looks at the far side corner. Now outside, goes to Wilbanks. Wilbanks looks to his right, finds James. James works to his left, trying to get around Aiden. Looks over, finds Rogers, now to the far side corner, back to James. Get back to Rogers, rolls it over, finds Colby James. This one off the fingertips.
It's a turnover.
Of Brady James.
Panther basketball.
Panthers bring it back the other way now as Brylan Mayberry walks it up the floor, brings it across midcourt. So tough view tonight. Have a basketball goal in my way of not only the score but the clock. So I think we're at 6-0 something, just under 6 minutes now. As this one's taken away by the Bears, brings it back the other way. Now kicks it out to Rogers, goes to his left, slice it in, layup up and in off the left hand.
Makes it 4-1.
To the other side, this off the hands of Trace DeVries. Goes out.
Gonna tighten up those passes a little bit.
To stick them out.
Yep.
Rogers looks to get it into Colby James. James brings it up. Crosses midcourt. Has a knee step in front of him. James goes to his left, picks up his dribble, looks over to Wilbanks. Wilbanks cutting to his right. Goes in, blocked by Bradley Henry. Comes away to the Panthers, gets it out to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry driving the whole way, layup up and in. And the Panthers have a 1-point lead. Colby James brings it up here for the Willow Springs Bears. Crosses midcourt, sets up, goes to his right, kicks it outside. Slicing to his left, looks to the far side corner. Picks up his dribble down to the corner, now kicks it out, finds Rogers. Rogers to his right, through traffic, nearly had it knocked away. Kicks it outside for three, shot up, won't go. Rebound, ran down by Aiden Stewart. Stewart looks outside, finds Wilbanks. Wilbanks to his right, drives in, looks to kick it outside. Wide open in the corner, up and good this time for Aiden Stewart. Nothing but net. He just runs down to that corner and hangs out. Henry through traffic, dumps it off to Trace. Little floater off the right hand, up and won't go. And a foul called here on Aiden Estep.
Thought he had a jump ball there.
Second foul called on the Panthers. So that's now one on Bradley, one on Aiden. Two team fouls for the Panthers. So we have 4.5 minutes left in the first.
6-4, Willow leads.
Near side corner, puts up a three from Rogers. A little long on that one. Rebound comes away to Bradley Henry. Henry brings it down the court, looks to the near side, goes to Mayberry, dumps it off to Aiden. Aiden shot up, won't go. Rebound comes away to Colby James. James brings it up the other way, trying to split a couple defenders, loses dribble, able to recover, kicks it out. Looks over to Stewart, back out to Colby James, pulls up on a three, shot up, won't go. Rebound comes away to Aiden Estep. Estep lobs it down the floor, finds Mayberry for a layup. And the Panthers tie it up at 6. James brings it up, tied up at 6, 3:45 left here in the first. You can find the game, by the way, on YouTube if you want to go on over there and watch it. Looks out top of the key. Colby James works to the far side to Jace Rogers. Rogers looked at a three, decides to drive instead, kicks it out near side. Puts up a three, shot up, won't go. Rebound comes away. It looked like Brylan Mayberry had it. Last touch by the Bears as it goes out. That was Brady James on the miss.
Get subs here.
Trace DeVries checks out. Aiden Estep checks out as well. In comes Destin Unger and Brody Emery.
Yep.
Brylan Mayberry brings it up the floor here for the Panthers. Crosses midcourt, looks to his right, goes to Emery. Back over to Brylan. Brylan looking into Bradley, not there. Over to Destin. Destin picks up his dribble, kicks it out, finds Brylan, top of the key, puts up a three, nothing but net. And that gives the Panthers a 3-point lead. 9-6 to score under 3 minutes to play here in the first. Is that right? Brylan has all 9 points so far for the Panthers. To the other side, Colby James pulls up on about a 15-foot jumper. It's up and good. Brylan shoots it up the floor. That's not right because Bradley had the three from the corner down here. Over to Shannon, out to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry works from the top, goes through, has it taken away. To the other side, James goes in for the layup, up and in. Gives Willow Springs Bears a 1-point lead off the layup from Brady James.
10-9 now.
Yeah, Bradley had the corner three on the near side.
Foul called.
Foul called. I think this is going to be on Colby James. So first team foul there on the Willow Springs Bears. Bradley looks over to Brody Emery. Emery looks in, not there. Out to Bradley Henry. Henry looks underneath, back over to Brody, trying to feed it in to Brylan Mayberry. And jump ball called. Man, they're quick with that one.
Yeah.
.204 left here in the first. Willow Springs Bears lead at 10-9. Unger checks out. Who checked back in? Aiden Estep came back in.
It's going to be Panther basketball.
Yep. Inside to Emery. Little floater off the right hand, up and in. Good job to attack it there. 1-point lead here for the Panthers. Emery gets his first points of the night. Colby James brings it up and across midcourt with Aiden Estep in front of him. Goes to his right, kicks it out, far side corner. Rogers for three, shot up, won't go. Wilbanks with a rebound. He's trying to work back to it. Shot up, won't go this time. Tipped around. Who's going to come away with it? Wilbanks gets another offensive rebound. Out to Colby James, pulls up on a long two. Shot is up and good.
Take 1-point lead.
Near side, Shannon for three, in and out, won't go. Rebound comes away to Stewart. Stewart to the other side. Looks over to Wilbanks. Wilbanks pulls up on a three. The big guy trying to shoot one. Won't go. Rebound comes away to Brody Emery. To the other side to Bradley Henry. Henry works from outside. Feeds it over to Shannon. Out to Brylan Mayberry. Gives a fake. Pulls up on a three. Shot up. Won't go. Rebound comes away to Stewart. Gets back to Colby James, who brings it up the floor. Under a minute to play here in the first. Panthers trail by 1. Score 12-11. Crosses midcourt with it. Looks over to Rogers. Rogers works from the near side. Looks out to Wilbanks, top of the key. Over to Colby James. James looks in, goes out, finds Stewart. Back over to Wilbanks. Underneath. Turnaround jumper up and won't go from Colby James. Rebound comes away to the Panthers as Brylan Mayberry brings it up the floor. Brylan crosses midcourt, down to 30 seconds left here in the first. Passes it off to Bradley Henry. Henry out near midcourt. Down to 25 seconds left here in the first. Near side corner. Goes to Shannon for three. He's money. It's good, and that gives the Panthers a 2-point lead. James brings it up the floor. Down to 12 seconds left in the first. Score here 14-12. Panthers with a lead. James has Aiden in front of him. Works to his right. How many steps you going to give him? Shot up, won't go. Rebound to Brody Emery. Down to 1 second. Half-court shot from Brylan Mayberry, up and won't go, but the Panthers have a 2-point lead here at the end of 1. We'll send it back to the studio. You are listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Panthers lead it by 2. They'll start off on defense here to start the second. So they've still not given Bradley his 3. So I think Brylan has 6. Shannon has 3. Bradley has 3. Brody Emery has 2 there in the first.
Carson Allen in the game.
Carson is checked in. Goes over to Rogers for the Bears, far side corner. Out to James, drives in, pulls up on the jumper, shot up, won't go. Rebound comes away to Brylan Mayberry. He's tipped by Bradley Henry and then just overthrows a knee step to the other side. Turnover there for the Panthers. Ball goes back to the Willow Springs Bears. Gets it into Colby James. James brings it up the floor. Crosses midcourt, works at the top of the key. Looks in, 23 is checked in. Thompson, Brody Thompson for the Willow Springs Bears. Rolls it around. Near side, goes to James, pulls up on a baseline jumper. Shot up, won't go. Bradley Henry with a rebound as he reels it in. Mayberry looks at DeVries, steps back, shoots a 3. Good! Trace DeVries for 3.
He brought that sniper rifle with him tonight.
To the other side to Jace Rogers. Rogers kicks it out to Stewart. Stewart from the top of the key. Stewart to his left. Looks back to Rogers. Has him slicing in on the baseline. Shot up. Won't go. Popped around. Comes away to Aiden Estep. Then had it raked out, but a foul called on Jace Rogers.
Hey, how about the second and third effort from Brylan Mayberry underneath to poke that thing out?
Yep. Stay after it. First team foul there for the Willow Springs Bears here in the second. First one on Jace Rogers. Goes to Bradley Henry. Henry brings it up the floor, works across midcourt, looks over to Trace DeVries. DeVries back to Henry. Henry looks underneath, not there, finds Aiden Estep in the far side corner. Looks underneath to Carson, slice it in, up and in, off the left hand from Carson Allen. And the Panthers have a 7-point lead. The Bears want to talk about it. They take it time. As they take time, we'll take time as well. Panthers lead it 19-12. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther basketball in your home of Panther sports, Big Country 99. Panthers with a 7-point lead, 6.5 minutes left in the first half. James brings it up the floor, crosses midcourt, has Destin Unger in front of him. Destin has checked in for Aiden. Goes to Jace Rogers. Rogers works to his right, kicks it out, taken away by Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry running the floor with it, layup up and in for Brylan Mayberry.
Extends the lead, 21-12 now, Panthers.
James brings it up the floor, crosses midcourt. James works to his left, near side corner. James to James here as James works to his right, looks to the far side corner to Jace Rogers, drives baseline and has it taken away by Bradley Henry. He's kind of throws it up the floor, comes away to Colby James, pulls up on the jumper, shot up, won't go. Brylan Mayberry with the rebound. Mayberry brings it up the floor here for the Panthers, trying to feed it inside. That ball was kicked. How did that get called? Shot up, won't go, but a foul called.
And leaving it alone.
He clearly kicked the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. That's happened a couple of times. Happened in the JV game, didn't get called. Happened in the freshman game, didn't get called.
Called the foul on Brylan Mayberry. That's going to put Colby James at the free throw line.
21-12 here. What do we got? Is it 5 or 6? I can't see the goals in the way. 5 minutes. 5:39 left.
Free throws up and good on the first one.
We'd had a real good view of the scoreboard on the other side of the stage.
Yeah. Second one in and out, won't go. Destin Unger with the rebound, goes to Bradley Henry. Henry brings it up the floor. Henry crosses midcourt with it, works out towards the top. Looks to his left, fakes to the left, instead goes inside. Now dumps it off inside from Mayberry to Destin Unger. And Unger able to finish at the rim. Gives the Panthers a 10-point lead as Jace Rogers brings it up the other way for the Willow Springs Bears. Gets it out to Colby James. James works from midcourt. Looks like Wilbanks is set to check back in. Out to Rogers. Over to Stewart. Stewart looks in. Now trying to feed it inside, and they were able to run that down, nearly taken away by the Panthers. Kicks it outside to James. James to James here. Works outside, has Destin Unger in front of him as Colby James starts to his right. And going to have a foul called here, I believe, on Trace DeVries.
Yeah, they're going to get Trace for reaching.
Shannon and Aiden Eastep both set to check in. So
First
Peyton
one
comes in, Aiden comes in, Unger goes to the bench, Trace DeVries goes to the bench as well.
Yeah, just the first one on Trace there.
Sets up here for the Bears as 23 checked out. That's Thompson as Wilbanks checked back in. Gets it into Rogers. Rogers brings it up and across midcourt. Jace Rogers works to his right to the far side corner. Works out towards top, slicing to his right, pulls back on a long two. Shot is up and good, nothing but net. He shot lights out last time we seen him.
Yeah.
To the other side, Brylan Mayberry drives in, fakes one way, instead drives to the hole. Layup is up and in for Brylan Mayberry, and he's having a night. 10 points in this one for Brylan Mayberry in
13.
the first half. Yeah, well, 3 of those
I
are
forgot your
Bradley's.
Yeah.
Wilbanks works from the top, looks to the near side, goes to Rogers. Now looks to his right, finds Colby James. James trying to get around to Aiden Eastep, pulls up on the jumper, shot up, leaves it short. And they're saying jump ball called. Possession arrow takes it to the Panthers. So shot was short. Aiden Eastep had the rebound as he turned around. He got tied up with Colby James. Jump ball called. Possession arrow takes it to the Panthers.
It's one of those things, you don't know if somebody's there. That's hard to defend.
Goes to Aiden. Aiden drives baseline, picks up his dribble, kicks it outside, finds Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry trying to split defenders, has it taken away by Colby James. Goes to Jace Rogers on the other side, and charge taken by Carson Allen.
Nice job, Carson.
Carson able to beat him back, gets set, takes the charge.
25-15, it's a 10-point ball game. Oh, now.
The Boo Birds are out in Willow Springs.
That's right.
And nothing could make you happier as a Panther fan. To the other side, Brylan Mayberry drives in, and he is fouled this time by Colby James. It's going to be number 2 on him. So Jace Rogers has 2. James now with 2. Brylan looks to get it in. Floats it into Bradley Henry. Henry drives to the hole, layup up and in for Bradley Henry. Gives the Panthers a 12-point lead. Score now 27-15. James brings it up the floor, crosses midcourt with it. James works to his right, trying to get around Aiden. James to James here, now dumps it off to Jace Rogers. Rogers works, little spin move, pulls up on the jumper. Shot is up, shot is good for Jace Rogers. Brylan Mayberry to the other side. Trying to feed it inside to Aiden Estep. Popped out, taken away by Stewart. Out to Rogers. Rogers pulls up on the two. Shot is up and good. Man, that is his shot right there. He is money right there.
So he got 8 on the night now.
Panthers lead it still, 27-19. Bears made a little bit of a run here. Brylan Mayberry brings it across midcourt. Slicing to his left, kicks it outside. Bradley wasn't expecting it and said he stepped out.
Just gonna have to keep it under control there.
Bears look to pass this in front of their own bench as Rogers gets it into James. James brings it up the floor.
Shannon checked out. Brody Emery checked in.
Down to 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Score 27-19. Bears with a basketball. Colby James works in front of the Panther bench. Outside to Stewart. Stewart near side finds Wilbanks. Pulls up on a three. Shot is up, little long. Rebound comes away to Aiden Estep. Z-Step pulls it in, finds Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry brings it up the floor. Mayberry crossing midcourt. Finds Brody Emery. Emery works to his right, gets it inside, finds Henry. Henry outside to Carson, over to Aiden, loads up a three. Shot up, in and out, won't go. Rebound comes away to James to the other side, finds Rogers. Rogers works from the far side corner, feeds it across the floor. Wide open Stewart here, long on the three. Shot up, comes away to Bradley to the other side. Over to Aiden. Little floater off the right hand, up and good for Aiden Estep. That's the first two of the game for Aiden. To the other side to Wilbanks. Outside to Stewart. Stewart works from the corner, looks into Wilbanks. Now looks out. Nearly throws it away. How was that on a backcourt? It is. Okay. Say, Aiden didn't tip that. Trace DeVries checks in. Shannon checks in. Destin Unger checks in. Carson checks out as Peyton checks out. Or Aiden checks out and Brody checks out. Sorry, Peyton was checking in. Panthers with a 10-point lead. 1:25 left here in the first half with the basketball. Gets it into Shannon. Shannon crosses midcourt. Goes to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry works from midcourt now. Has James in front of him. Works around a screen from Bradley. Drives in. Gave a fake and decided to try to drive. Had that one taken away. Rogers to the other side. Misses his layup. Comes away. And a foul called here. And it's going to be on the Willow Springs Bears.
That's 14 fouls.
Who are they putting it on? If they put that on James, that's going to be number 3. And it is. That's on Colby James. Bradley Henry brings it up the floor. Man, it seems risky with a minute left in the first half to still have James on the floor.
Yeah, with 3
he
fouls.
picks up a 4th here in this half. Goes out to Brylan Mayberry. Backs it out near midcourt. Drives to his right. Has an open lane, and he is fouled by Stewart.
So that's 5. We're in the bonus. Only 46 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puts Brylan Mayberry at the free throw line. So he looks to add to his total. They put the foul on the wrong guy. They put it on the wrong side of the board.
That's just
there we go. Okay, they fixed it. They gave the foul to Brylan Mayberry up on the board, and I thought, man, that's not going to be
He doesn't
good.
need any help in that department. Hey, look who's checking
Kale's
in.
checking in.
Cale Gardner checks in for the first time tonight.
Destin Unger checks out as Kale comes in. Brody Emery set to check in as well. Brylan sets up, free throws up, and nothing but net. We're going to sub Brylan out here. Give him a little breather right before the half. 12-point lead for the Panthers, score 31-19. Rogers brings it up.
Got to keep the gas
They did, by
on.
the way, check Colby James out of the game.
Did they?
Yeah.
Probably a smart move.
Well, 3 in the first half. You get a 4th in the last minute of the first half would be terrible.
Yeah.
Out to Wilbanks, rolls it over. Now looks back outside, finds Stewart. Now back to Wilbanks, feeds it in underneath. This one taken away. Cale Gardner comes away with it. Gets it out to Bradley Henry. They'll play for the last shot of the half. Down to 15 seconds left in the half. Henry works from the top. Rolls to his left, looks over to Shannon. Shannon slicing to his right, puts up a little shot, in and out, won't go. Comes away to Wilbanks on the rebound. Rogers to the other side. Rogers works to the corner. 3 is up, in and out, won't go. And halftime score here will be 31-19 as we head to the half. We'll send it back to the studio. Coming up, halftime show brought to you by State Farm agent Stephen Gums. We send it back. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Halftime show brought to you by State Farm agent Stephen Gum. Halftime score here, Panthers 31, Willow Springs Bears 19. We're at Willow Springs tonight. Brylan Mayberry leading Panthers in scoring with 10 points in the first half. And I mean, he's played very well in this one. Bradley's added 5. We had Brody step in, knock down 2. Carson had 2 in this one. Trace DeVries has a 3. Peyton Shannon has 3 in this one as well. So it's been a good start here for the Panthers in the first half. They've done a good job with the Willow Springs Bears, a team we've already seen this year, of course, SCA opponent, but we've seen them back in the Stratford tournament and lost to them in the Stratford tournament. So looking for a little revenge here in conference play. The one to keep an eye on for the Willow Springs Bears, Colby James, who facilitates about everything. Now, Jace Rogers, been a very good scorer. He leads them in scoring here tonight. Colby James, second in scoring for them, with 7 points there in the first half. Colby has 3 fouls, and they all happen there in the second.
Yeah, just got a little aggressive out there, and I mean, they hung him on it.
Well, I say it'll change a lot of things if they don't have him out there facilitating and doing what he does. Yeah. But you could see Jace Rogers, man, what a natural jump shot he has. Like
that 12 to 15 footer,
he's
man.
Just money.
Yeah. And he skies above everybody and launches it.
Yeah, Will Banks gives him a lot of length and some rebounding ability. He had a couple offensive rebounds back to back down there. And you watch Stewart, he likes to get down here and post up in the corners. He has 3 for them there in the first half. Rogers with 8 points in the first half to lead scorers on the Willow Springs Bears side. But Panthers looking to come out, try to finish this one off here in the second half. They go into the second half with a 12-point lead. Score here 31-19. And a game a little shorthanded coming to this one. Sam Peterson not available. Sounds like he's got a meniscus issue, maybe a torn meniscus. And then we have Gatlin Keeling. We're saying, where's Gatlin? Well, apparently Gatlin has the flu, and we don't want no part of that stuff. So
no, stay home,
Gatlin. Get
to
feeling better, buddy. We'll look forward to having you back. As, man, he's played it really well this season.
Yes.
We've been excited with what we've seen out of Gatlin, defensively and offensively. It's been a really good year for the senior Gatlin Keeling. So definitely want him back, but want him to get feeling better. That flu going around right now is no joke.
Yeah.
So stay hydrated. Hydration, Moose, hydration.
Oh, man. I'm not talking about the flu.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. No more flu talk. I guess you could have a flu game like MJ, right?
Yeah, right.
The flu game?
The flu game.
Gatlin's not old enough to remember that one.
No, he probably thinks LeBron's the best.
That's right.
That's all right, buddy.
We'll come back as second half action will start on the other side of this break. Panthers lead at 31-19 as we send it back. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. James looks into Will Banks. Will Banks kicks it back out to Colby James, looks to find baseline. Aiden Estep cuts him off. Back out, goes to Rogers. Rogers works to his right, works from the top. Outside goes to James. James to his left. James to James here as James works to his right. Looks to the near side corner to Stewart. Stewart trying to get it inside to Will Banks, back to Stewart. Goes the hole, has it blocked by Bradley Henry. Comes away to Brylan Mayberry. Henry to the other side from Brylan.
Oh.
Nearly lost it. Out to Brylan. Brylan underneath to Aiden. Aiden drives, reverse layup. Up, won't go. Rebound came away to Shannon. Put back, won't go. Wilbanks with the rebound this time. Bears running with it to the other side. Goes to Rogers, far side corner. Back out to Rogers and travel. Yep.
I was going to say.
Take your pick, travel or double dribble, either way.
I was about to ask you, I think you asked how many steps he can take on the other side. Well, that's how many, evidently.
There you go, cousin Justin back at the studio. Just sent you one you'll like after that last conversation. Bradley Henry to the other side, crosses midcourt. Down to 7 minutes to play here in the third. Panthers lead it by 12, goes to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry works to his right, trying to drive in. Shot up, won't go. Rebound comes away to Wilbanks. Wilbanks is eating down there on the boards. To the other side, finds Rogers, pulls up on a three, in and out, won't go, man. It looked good. We have a crash here underneath. Going to call that on Brylan Mayberry.
Yeah. And the crowd
Coach O
does
thinks
not
it needs
like
to be
it.
on Colby James. Panthers don't like it. Rogers looks to get it in for the Bears. Goes to James. James from the near side. Works out. Pulls up on the jumper at the free throw line. Shot up. Won't go. This one tipped around. Comes away to James. Sets up. Pulls up on a long two. Leaves it short. Rebound comes away to Shannon for the Panthers. Goes to Bradley Henry. Henry to the other side. Underneath to Aiden Estep. Shot up off the glass and in. Aiden Estep adds two more for the Panthers. Colby James brings it back the other way. Looks over to Jace Rogers. Now to Aiden Stewart. Stewart underneath to Rogers. Turnaround jumper. Shot up. Won't go. Rebound. Comes away to Bradley Henry. Goes to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry drives in and a foul called.
That's going to be on 5.
2 free throws coming. Are they putting that on Stewart?
Looks like it.
If so, it's number 2 on him. Brylan sets up at the free throw line. 2 free throws on the way. And that is number 2 on Aiden Stewart. Free throw for Brylan is up and good.
Subs coming in. Destin Unger will check in.
Aiden checks out. Unger in. So on the floor right now for the Panthers, Trace DeVries, Destin Unger, Brylan Mayberry, Bradley Henry, and Peyton Shannon. Second one up and won't go for Brylan. Rebound comes away to Wilbanks. Goes to Colby James. Colby to his left, looks over, finds Aiden Stewart. Stewart drives in, looks to the near side corner to Jace Rogers for 3. In and out, won't go. Bradley Henry with the rebound. Gets it out to Brylan Mayberry. Layup up and in off the left hand from Brylan.
Timeout called.
The Bears will take timeout to heal the wounded, as Brush would say. Panthers lead at 36-19. 5:39 left in the third. As we send it back to the studio, you're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. That's 2 of those trucks, Moose.
Yeah. 2.5.
36-19 your score. 17-point lead. Panthers have come out and extended the lead by 7 to start the second half. Bears take a timeout to talk it over. Rogers looks to get it in. Gets it into Colby James. Colby brings it up the floor. Brings it across midcourt. Has Destin Unger in front of him. Colby looks to his right. Now back over to his left. Goes to Brady James. Then finds Aiden Stewart. Out to Wilbanks. Wilbanks looking to go back to James. Gets it to him. Colby works to his right side for the Willow Springs Bears. Back to his left. In through traffic. Layup up. Won't go. Rebound comes away to Destin Unger. Finds Shannon. Gets it out to Bradley Henry. Henry across midcourt. Looks to the far side corner. Mayberry looked at a 3. Pulls it down. Drives in. Dumps it off to Unger. Shot up and in and out. Won't go. Rebound. Put back. Won't go. Destin goes back up. had the rebound and loses it as he comes to the ground. James to the other side for the Willow Springs Bears. Works to the corner. And a foul called here on Unger.
Not a lot you can do there, trying to cut off the dribble, and he's so fast that, you know, you're going to have a hard time staying in front of him.
James looks to get this one in for the Bears. James still looking, goes to Wilbanks. Wilbanks looks to his right, looked underneath, goes out to Aiden Stewart. Stewart works from outside. Down to 4:40 left here in the third. Panthers lead it 36-19. Goes to Colby. Colby works to his left towards the top of the key for the Bears. Colby looks over, finds Stewart. Now down to Brady James. Brady looks in underneath, not there. Out to Stewart. To his right, or excuse me, that was Rogers. This one tipped away, last touch by the Panthers.
Like Brylan Mayberry got a hand on it there.
Unger checks out. Aiden Eastep checks back in.
They both get the tall task of guarding
Trying to
James.
keep up with Colby James, yeah. Goes to Stewart, pulls up on a baseline jumper from about 15 feet out, and it's good. It's now 5 points on the night for Stewart. Brylan Mayberry to the other side, gives a fake, had that one knocked away, last touch by the Bears.
36-21 the score. We're going to have Emery check in.
Trace DeVries checks out. Brylan looks in, goes to Shannon, pulls the trigger on a three. It's good for Peyton Shannon. Out to an 18-point lead for the Panthers. James drives in, kicks it out, near side corner, goes to Stewart. Stewart looks baseline, that's cut off by Eastep. Out to Colby. Colby gets around him, pulls up on a three, shot up, won't go, a little long. Rebound comes away to Wilbanks. Kicks it out to Rogers, drives to the hole, shot up and in off the glass. Goes to Brody Emery. Emery to the other side, finds Brylan. Brylan works from outside, down to 2:38 left here in the third. Shot for Aiden off the right hand, up and won't go. Wilbanks with the rebound for the Willow Springs Bears. Goes to Rogers. Rogers pulls up on the jumper. Shot up, won't go. Rebound tipped around by Wilbanks. Come away to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry to the other side for the Panthers. He's driving. Layup up and in for Brylan Mayberry.
Makes it 41-23.
They gave the 2 points to the wrong side. They put it on the home side.
Whoever's running the scoreboard is having a bad night.
Now they've got it fixed. 41-23. It's an 18-point lead for the Panthers. Rogers looks over, goes to Brady, over to Wilbanks. Wilbanks out to Colby James. James pulls up on a jumper at the free throw line. Shot up, won't go. Bradley Henry tipped it around, come away to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry brings it up the floor here for the Panthers. Mayberry crossing midcourt. Sets up, works from the top. Drives in, goes to the hole, shot up, off the glass, won't go. Wilbanks with the rebound for the Bears. Gets it out to James. Over to Jace Rogers. Rogers pulls back, looked at a three, didn't take it. Instead goes to Colby James, who resets, works from the top. Pulls up on the jumper, shot is up and good. To the other side with Bradley Henry. Henry with 5 points in this game. Really hadn't really just got it going offensively, but he's played well on defense. Layup up and was good, but they say the foul happened on the floor.
Yeah, I waved it off there. Sometimes you don't have to affect the game by scoring points. Just your mere presence out there.
Though, yeah. Defensively, his rebounding has been good in this one.
Right, and the attention he draws on the offensive side.
Wilbanks checks out. Carson Allen checks in.
Nice
Gets
cut.
it in underneath. Aiden Eastep up and
Count
in,
that bucket.
and one coming for Aiden.
Who's that on? It's going to be on 5.
Is it? If so, it's number 4 on him.
Yep,
And
that's
it
4
is.
on him.
That's on Stewart.
With 2:09 left here in the third, that's a long time to sit with 4 fouls.
Jordan Rutledge checks in here for the Bears. Aiden sets up for the and one. Sets up, free throws up, and good. I had no doubt. Goes to James, who brings it up the floor. Colby crosses midcourt with it. Works to his right. Looks to Brady James. Outside working in space, drives to his left, gets around Brody Emery, dumps it off on the baseline to Jace Rogers, and then a foul called on the baseline. Or nope, they say he stepped out, sorry. stepped out on the baseline with it. Ball goes back to the Panthers.
44-25, 1:53 left here in the third.
Bradley Henry brings it up the floor. 19-point lead for the Panthers, and Henry has the basketball. Works from outside, has Rogers in front of him, looks underneath to Aiden, had a lot of space for a moment, put up the shot, and
he
goes out, last
sandwiched.
touch. Yep.
He got sandwiched.
Two guys kind of collapse in on him down there, and he just threw it up. Goes out, last touch by the Panthers. Ball goes back to the Bears. Destin Unger and Trace DeVries both on the floor now. Carson Allen along with Bradley Henry and Brody Emery. As Brylan Mayberry and Aiden Estep both check out. Long two here for Colby James. He drills it. Two more for him. He's having a good one here. 11 points for Colby James. Henry goes around the back. Works to the other side. Kicks it out to Unger. Over to Brody Emery. Emery works to his right, trying to get around Jace Rogers. Floater off the right hand. Shot up, won't go. Crash it in. Who's going to get there? Good effort there by Carson Allen, as then Carson tips it out. Brody comes away with it. Timeout taken by Coach Openshaw. So he takes time. We'll take time as well. Score here is 44-27. Panthers with a 17-point lead. 1:06 left in the third. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Panthers with a 17-point lead. Score here 44-27. 1:06 left in the third. Panthers with the basketball after Coach O takes the timeout there. Looks like Destin Unger set to toss it in for the Panthers. Looks to Bradley Henry. Henry works from midcourt. Going to break some pressure. Rogers all over him. Throws it over to Unger. Unger looks near side, finds Brody Emery. Drives in, looks to the far side corner to Trace DeVries. Out to Bradley Henry. Down to 52 seconds left in the third. Now to Trace. Pulls the trigger on a three. Boom! Good! Trace DeVries makes him pay. 20-point lead. Largest lead of the game here for the Panthers.
Just start calling that kid long rifle.
Rogers to the other side. Spin move. Floater off the right hand. Shot up, won't go. Bradley Henry with the rebound. Henry brings it up the other way for the Panthers. Down to 30 seconds left in the third. Looking to extend the lead. Goes to Trace with space. Three is up. Won't go this time. Rebound comes away to Rogers. Looks to the near side. Goes to James. Pulls up. Brady James leaves that one short. This one batted around. Comes away to Carson Allen on the rebound. Out to Bradley Henry. Henry brings it up the floor. Down to 12 seconds left in the third. Score 47-27. Panthers with a 20-point lead. Crosses midcourt with it. Bradley works to his left. Down to 3. 2. Pulls up on a long three. In and out. Won't go. Time expires. And we head to the fourth with the Panthers leading it by 20 as we send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on Big Country 99. We go to the fourth with a 20-point lead. Out to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry drives to his right. Looks in underneath to Aiden Estep. Outside to Trace. Trace pulls up on a three. Shot up, in and out, won't go. Rebound comes away to Colby James. James brings it up the floor. Crosses midcourt with it. Down to 7.5 minutes left in this one. Looks to Wilbanks. Wilbanks looks outside. Not there. He'll try to drive in. Goes to the hole. Shot up and in. Panthers get it into Shannon. Shannon crosses midcourt, looks over to Aiden. Aiden works outside, had a little space, works to his right, goes out to Brylan Mayberry, now to Trace. Trace drives this time instead, shot up, won't go, blocking foul called.
That's going to be on 13.
13 is Rutledge, who is in for Stewart.
47-29 here in the fourth. 13 left.
2 free throws on the way for Trace. Sets up for his first. Up and good.
He knocked a couple down versus Kabul. That was, what kind of got us back in it there in the third.
Yeah.
Stepped out there and was just burying them.
Sets up for a second here. Up and good.
Best for what Coach O say, best free throw shooter on the team, and it's not even close.
Trace now has 8 points here in this game, by the way. Brings it up the floor, looks to his right, goes to Brady James. Brady looks in underneath all by himself. Shot up, won't go, but fouled by Trace. That's going to be 2 free throws on the way for Rutledge. Rutledge will set up at the free throw line. Panthers with a 20-point lead. Rutledge looks to cut into that right now. Free throws up and no good.
Clanged off the back iron there.
Sets up for his second. Up and good. Gets that one to go. Henry to the other side for the Panthers. Dumps it off to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry has some contact there. Got to eventually call that.
That's going to be.
They did. It's going to be number 4 on.
Yeah, on James.
I mean, but he was fouled 3 times before they called it.
He ran into him hard 3 times before.
Over to Bradley Henry. Underneath finds Trace. Misses the layup. Rebound comes away to Rogers. Rogers brings it back the other way. Looks to the near side to Brady James. 3 is up, won't go. Rebound, putbacks up, won't go. Another offensive rebound, up, won't go. Aiden Estep with the rebound this time for the Panthers. Brylan to the other side. Brylan splitting defenders. Kicks to the other side to Trace, and they say he had stepped out before he tossed it over to Trace DeVries anyway.
Some turnover for the Panthers.
Just looking back, last time we seen these guys, and of course this was early in the season. This was back
first couple of games.
December 2nd, that Stratford tournament. Lost that one 73-66. I think that may have even been an overtime game. Goes to Wilbanks. Wilbanks hasn't knocked away by Brylan Mayberry, but comes away to Rogers. Jace Rogers back to Wilbanks at the top of the key. Rolls around, finds Rutledge. Rutledge looks back out to Rogers. Down to 6:09 left here in the game. Panthers lead by 19. Spin move, foul called here on the floor.
He's going to give it to Mayberry. They checked him on the way through.
It's going to be number 3 on Brylan. Panthers bringing in Brody Emery, Carson Allen, Destin Unger, and Kel Gardner.
Oh, it's a line change even.
Yep, says I get some fresh legs in there. Only one staying in is Brylan Mayberry.
Somebody's got to throw the ball in, boys.
Just looking at their Class 3 District 10 for the Willow Springs Bears. They'll have Seymour in the first round.
Oh, wow.
On the 20th. Outside, Wilbanks pulls up on a 3, shot up, won't go. Brody Emery with the rebound for the Panthers goes to Brylan Mayberry. Under 6 minutes to play in this one. Panthers lead it 49-30. Brylan taking his time to bring it down the floor. Crosses midcourt with it. Tries to his left, and they're going to say he carried that one. Brylan taking time to plead his case. Not going to work, though. I don't know if I've ever seen him like when you go plead the case, they said, you know what, you were right. You should
Let's
keep
reverse
it.
that.
Yeah, we're going to reverse that for you.
It never works.
To the other side here with James. James to his right, drives to the hole, layup up and in.
He said, if you're not going to cut off the dribble, I'm going to take it.
Brody Emery brings it up the floor, sets up from the top, goes to Destin Unger, over to Carson Allen. Allen works from outside, goes to his right. Carson hands it off to Kel Gardner. Gardner working from the top of the key. Makes one miss, goes to Brylan Mayberry, who falls down with it. And a timeout taken by Coach Openshaw. As Coach O takes time, we'll take time as well. Panthers still leading it here, 49-32, with 5:15 left?
It looks like it.
Left here in the game. So we send it back. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball in your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Down to 5:10 left here in the game. Panthers with a 17-point lead in the basketball. Brylan Mayberry working out some space. Looks out to Brody Emery. Pulls the trigger on the three. Shot up, a little long. Rebound, tipped around, and
he's going to give it to
Destin Unger called on the foul. Had his arm hooked.
Yeah.
He was battling with Rutledge for the rebound. Second one on Destin. Goes to Colby James, or excuse me. Yeah, Colby James. James brings it up the floor, looks to his right, goes out to Jace Rogers, top of the key. Jace pulls up on a long two, shot is up, shot is good, and one coming.
49-34, man. Every time he gets the ball, it makes me nervous.
The kid can score. Gonna swap them out here. Trace DeVries coming in, Aiden Eastep, Peyton Shannon, and Bradley Henry. Brylan Mayberry stays in. So sends Carson Allen, Brody Emery, Destin Unger, and Cale Gardner to the bench. Rogers sets up, free throws up, and good. Willow Springs will take time. As they take time, we'll take time as well. Panthers lead it by 14, score 49-35. 4:48 left in the game as we send it back. You are listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball in your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. 4:48 left in the game. Panthers lead at 49-35. As they've led this one by as much as 21. Bears have made a little bit of a run here, though. Jace Rogers heating back up. That range, 15 to 18 feet, man, he is money.
It just lights out. Every time he gets the ball, it makes me nervous. He's very fast, too.
Panthers with the basketball after Willow Springs Bears had taken the timeout right after the free throw. On the floor for the Panthers right now, Aiden Eastep, Brylan Mayberry, Bradley Henry, Trace DeVries, and Peyton Shannon. Gets it into Brylan. Brylan looks up the floor, bringing the full court press, and how is that not a foul? It's got to be. Grabbed his arm and turned him around.
Yeah,
so they call it. It's going to be number 3 on Jace Rogers. Brylan will inbound from midcourt. Goes to Aiden. Aiden back over to Brylan. Brylan brings it up the floor. Brylan works to his left. Looks in. Trying to go to Aiden underneath. Aiden kicks it out to Trace. Trace looks baseline, not there. Out to Bradley Henry. Henry will reset everything from midcourt. Now drives to his right. Underneath to Aiden. Aiden trying to work back to the rim. Now kicks it out to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry set his feet like he was going to shoot one from 3. Instead drives in, dumps it off, and up and in for Peyton Shannon.
Yeah, a little start-stop there in between. Got him through the defenders.
Shannon now with 8 points in this one for the Panthers. Trace DeVries has 8. Bradley Henry still with 5 in this one. Aiden Eastep has 7. And Brylan Mayberry with 15. Out to Jace Rogers. Rogers has Brylan Mayberry in front of him. Under 4 minutes to play in this game. Works to his left. Goes to Rutledge. Or excuse me, James. This one just lost the handle on the ball. Last touch by the Panthers as it goes out.
But Rutledge running through the middle of the lane going, what happened to my hands?
Well, he was trying to switch from his right hand to his left hand and just threw it away between a couple Panther defenders. Outside to Colby James. James looks to his right, finds Rogers, slicing in, goes to the hole, shot up off the glass, won't go. Bradley Henry comes away with the rebound. Henry brings it up, finds Brylan Mayberry as Brylan will bring it across midcourt, looks over to Bradley Henry on the far side. Now to Shannon, back to Bradley, down to 3:20 left in the game. Panthers lead it by 16. Back to Aiden Eastep. Eastep works in space, drives inside. Now looks out, goes to Henry. He'll bring it out and reset. Goes around the back, has Wilbanks in front of him. Out near midcourt, down to 3:05. Goes to Bryland. Bryland starts to drive, picks up his dribble, looks outside, finds Peyton Shannon, back to Bryland. Under 3 minutes to play in this one. Score here 51-35. Panthers with a lead. Sets up, goes around one, drives in, shot up, won't go, foul called.
Yeah, you can't body up when you're trying to draw the charge there. It's on 41.
That's going to put Bryland Mayberry at the free throw line. They put it on Rutledge, number 13. That's his second.
That's funny. I don't think he was anywhere near the play.
Free throws up and good. Brody Emery set to check in here for the Panthers. Trace DeVries checks out. Carson Allen set to check in.
I had that one on Wilbanks.
As Shannon checks out, Carson comes in. Bryland sets up and good.
53-35 now, Panthers lead.
Colby brings it up the floor, works from the top, goes to his left, drives in, pulls back on a long two, and fouled, heading to the free throw line.
It's going to be 5, or that's 5, isn't it? Yep.
What's that?
5 team fouls.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about on Aiden.
No.
Just number 2 on Aiden. First free throws up and no good here for James.
Yeah, we don't really have anybody out there in trouble. 2, I think, is the most.
Next one up and won't go. Misses both. Carson Allen with a rebound. Gets to Bradley Henry and over to Bryland Mayberry. Back to Henry. Henry brings it across midcourt. Henry down to 2.5 minutes left in this game. Panthers lead it by 18. Goes to Brody Emery. Underneath and puts a little too much sauce on that one. He's trying to find Aiden Estep underneath the goal. Throws it away. Turnover there for the Panthers. Goes to the Bears. Colby James brings it up the floor. Panthers lead it 53-35. 2:20 left. Rogers for 3. Good. Jace Rogers adds 3 and then tips it away on the other side.
We really got to watch those 3/4 court and longer passes. This kid's got some speed. They'll get out there and take it away.
16-point ball game so far for Rogers. Goes to Aiden, picks up his dribble, finds Bradley Henry. Henry looks in, goes to Carson Allen. Allen works back, shot up, won't go. Goaltending.
That's goaltending. You can't do that.
Went up and slapped it off the rim. Panthers lead it 55-38. Carson Allen now with 4 points in this game. James brings it up, works from the far side. Has Aiden in front of him, nearly lost his dribble, works to his right, then has it taken away. Aiden to the other side, layup up and in for Aiden Estep.
Makes it 57-38 now.
Bryland tipped that back, gets it over to Aiden, who brings it up the floor and has a layup. Outside, Rogers pulls the trigger on a 3, shot up, won't go. Carson Allen with a rebound, gets it out to Bradley Henry. Henry has this one tipped away. Goes to the Panther bench. He was trying to find Bryland Mayberry.
And Bryland streaking down the other side. It was a good look.
Panthers lead at 57-38 with the basketball. 1:29 left in this one. Gets it into Bryland, down to 1:25 now. Works around a screen from Bradley. Backs it out, looks to his left, goes to Henry. Henry works with some space, has Rutledge in front of him. Goes to his right, gets it out to Brody Emery. Emery slices to his left, kicks it outside to Carson Allen. Looks like we're set to clear him out here.
Down to 1 minute left.
Down to 1:01. Bryland drives in and fouled. It's going to put Bryland Mayberry at the free throw line for 2. Looks like Anderson set to come in. Kel Gardner set to come in.
Hector Stewart.
Stewart and trying to catch the number on the other one there. Anderson and Kale blocking him.
Oh, it's Valley Horning.
Oh,
it's not Valley, obviously.
That's good.
Cooper Horning.
Cooper says that's Valley's kid.
Valley's kid. That's what I meant.
Bryland's first one was good, by the way. Second one is up, leaves it short. Rebound comes away to the Bears.
Stolen.
Also checked in their JV. Brylan gets a steal and a layup, and he's going to the bench now as Kel Gardner checks in.
Coach O's looking at the head coach for Willow. He's like, dude, I'm subbing him. I'm subbing him.
Yeah. It's like, I'm getting him out of there. Panthers lead it by 22. Bears work with a little space here. Looks over, puts up a three here for 21. It's up and good.
39 seconds left in this one.
To the other side, down to 35 seconds left. Kel Gardner out to Stewart, over to Unger. Finds Anderson, now out to Gardner from the top. Gardner drives in, loses the handle on the ball here, had that one knocked away. To the other side, 21 drives in, layup up, won't go, rebound. I'm going to say the last touch there by Stewart as it goes out with 19.2 seconds left.
60-41 your score, Panthers lead.
Gets it in. Far side, out to the top. Goes to his left, goes to the corner, 31 for three, shot up, won't go. Horning with the rebound. Horning gets it out to Unger. Unger brings it up the floor. Destin crosses midcourt, goes to the far side corner, down to 3 seconds. 2, 1, we're going final. Final score here is 60-41. Panthers get the win over the Willow Springs Bears here in conference play.
We'll take the W.
Take the W and get on out of here after falling these guys back in the Stratford tournament by 7. Come into their place, get a 19-point win on the road. We'll take that and the SCA any night. So we'll kick it back to the studio. We'll come back post-game show. Coach Openshaw will be on his way up here. We'll visit with him. Brought to you by Family Pharmacy and the Mountain Grove Pharmacy in the post-game shows. We send it back. Panthers win it 60-41. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.